What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American, here today to react and learn about keeping up appearances. And from what I can tell, this is a popular British TV show that I have never heard of before. So today, I want to watch a couple of clips from the show just to see what it's all about. But real quick, I want to take a look at some background information just so I understand what we're talking about with this television show. So I have the Wikipedia pulled up here, and it says, Keeping Up Appearances is a British sitcom, a situational comedy program. Oh, this is a comedy. This is a comedy show. Okay, nice. Created, written by Roy Clark. It originally aired from 1990 to 1995. Oh, so this is back in the 90s, actually. Is this still like a popular show to this day? Or do you have to be a certain age to kind of appreciate this show and have watched it on television? Maybe they have reruns and stuff, but I'm pretty sure this is fairly well known in Britain, like as a show. The central character is an eccentric and snobbish middle-class social climber. What on earth is this show about? Keeping Up Appearances. Named Hyacinth Bucket. What a name. What a Hyacinth Bucket. I could barely get that out. Who insists that her name is pronounced Bouquet? Is that important to the plot of the show? Why? They actually went out of their way to put that in the description in the Wikipedia page. It's very important. She insists her last name is pronounced Bouquet, not Bucket. Okay, excuse me. Bouquet. Okay. It's 5 series, 44 episodes, ended in 1995. And since it's been released on video, DVD, streaming, and regularly repeated on television networks throughout the world. So yeah, it's like syndicated TV show. Is this still aired, like in Britain regularly? It sounds like it. It follows Hyacinth in her attempts to prove her social superiority. I can't wait to check out some actual video clips from this show. This sounds amazing. And to gain standing with those she considers upper class. Oh, interesting. Isn't that a bit, I don't know, like kind of surface level? Like a bit, I don't know. Like, is she a good person, Hyacinth? She's trying to gain social superiority and gain standing with the upper class. Like, isn't that a little shallow? Her attempts are constantly hampered by her lower class extended family, who she is desperate to hide. That's very... Okay, I see how this is a comedy. I see now. Because maybe you kind of enjoy watching her struggle and fail to climb the social ladder. But she's trying to like hide her family. That's kind of sad. And much of the humor comes from the conflict between Hyacinth's version of herself and the reality of her underclass background. Interesting. You know what? With that, I think that's a perfect little introduction. Let's take a look at some video clips here. This is Hyacinth Bouquet, top 5 put-downs. Put-downs. Is she a mean person? Like, is she likable? She's the main character. I don't know. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Elizabeth.
Morning, Hyacinth.
How relaxed and casual you look. Oh, is that what
Oh, Oh, now I understand. Now I see. She's very rude and shallow and passive aggressive. And that's the funny part. Okay. How casual you're dressed today. Wow.
Mrs. Watson's cakes. Oh, yes, I can see it is now. She does try, bless her. That's one of Sheridan's favourite cakes, when it's made properly. Make yourselves comfortable.
She's very mean. Is that... She... Is she... I don't know. She's also... It's kind of like fun to watch her. But I wasn't expecting this. Like, it's a comedy show. Usually you kind of love the main character, but she's a little bit rude.
And if you'll excuse me, I'll just go and wipe Emmett's footmark off my woodblock. Perhaps I ought to take your shoes, Emmett. Come along.
What? She's treating them like children.
We don't want a repetition on your way out, do we? Of course, Richard and I never have this problem because we always wear leather. Get rid of...
So this is the whole show. The whole show is her, like, looking down on people, desperately trying to make herself feel superior. And it is funny. I can't really say there's a show like this here in the United States. And for sure, like, us Americans, like, I've never heard of this show. People in the US are definitely missing out on this style of humor. Oh my God. Okay. I'm starting to understand. It's okay that she's a terrible person, because it's funny, and it's kind of like we're laughing at her ridiculous behavior. Okay, I get it now. I understand. It is funny. Because she is ridiculous. I thought, like, maybe this show wouldn't really work, because you have to like the main character, but really, that's not true. You have to enjoy the main character, and I do enjoy her antic. And man, this guy, is this her husband? What a relatable fellow. I don't enjoy it. It has to be tough.
Let's...
God. Oh my God. So this is the entire show. The show is literally like her desperately... Wait, that's the name of the show. Keeping Up Appearances. I get it now. I understand. It makes so much sense. She's trying to keep up appearances. I see. Now I'm starting to understand. This is good stuff, actually. I want to check out some more videos of this. Next we have the best of Hyacinth Bucket Bouquet. Excuse me. I would offend Hyacinth. Hyacinth Bouquet's name mispronunciation. There's an entire video about this. This is the best of Hyacinth Bouquet's name mispronunciation, just like I'm doing. Okay, great. This is actually part of the show. Okay.
How do you spell bouquet?
B-U-C-K-E-T. B-U-C-K-E-T.
So, wait a minute. So her last name is definitely Bucket. It's just that she wants her last name to sound more fancy and proper. So I'm just now understanding, like, no, it's not all of us who are wrong. It's Hyacinth. Her last name is definitely Bucket. And she tells people it's Bouquet because she think it sounds better or something.
Oh, bucket.
It's bouquet.
I'm afraid you won't be aware of very much, Mrs. Bucket. Bouquet. It's very kind of you to invite
I love that this is actually part of the show. Okay.
us, Mrs. Bucket.
It's bouquet, Vicar.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is that for me?
It says bucket on the envelope.
It's bouquet. B-U-C-K-E-T. Bouquet.
This guy again. She already told him how to pronounce it. I like him. He's just pronouncing it Bucket just to trigger Hyacinth.
The accent on the second syllable.
Mrs. Bucket.
Mr. and Mrs. Richard Bouquet, we have a reservation.
Oh, they're not going to see
What was the
it.
name again, please?
Bouquet?
That's spelled B-U-C-K-E-T.
Oh, bucket. Oh, yes, we
Oh my gosh. This is this like part of every episode of this entire show? Like, is this a running joke?
have a bucket.
Pronounced bouquet, dear. Hello! Mr. Penworthy.
Good morning, Mrs. Bucket.
And people are like scared of her, and rightfully so. And she's obviously told everyone in town at one point or another about the pronunciation.
Is this the Bucket residence?
Well, there are two schools of thought about that. She pronounces it bouquet.
Well, it's spelt bucket.
And everyone, I don't know, it's like, it's comedy, it's funny, but there's also like a darkness to this show where everyone clearly can't stand her. Everyone hates Hyacinth Bucket, but has to like put up this face and act like they can stand her, which is funny, but also kind of like dark in a way, you know?
Good morning, Mrs. Bucket. Bucket. Bouquet.
Ah, good morning, Vicar.
Mrs. Bucket. Bouquet. Mrs. Bucket.
Hey,
People get so nervous around her. And I also take some joy in that it's like the same couple of characters that are continually mispronouncing her name.
Okay.
And they're like, okay, sure.
Bucket.
It's bouquet.
Why she sent her husband out? She is totally insufferable. But I strangely find myself enjoying this somehow. It's very strange, very strange. Real quick, I want to check out one final video here. This is Hyacinth's best innuendos? Innuendo? About what exactly? Okay.
I hope you're not going to spoil things with lower middle class humour. I don't like you getting excited outdoors. How fares the church worldwide then, Vicar? For example, what is the missionary position in China these days? Maybe some
What?
prepared to gamble with their health, but I think a certain reserve is called for against the tongues of strangers. I can always sense him there, expanding. I'm a country...
That was not a good place to pause the video.
I'm a country lover. You're a country lover.
Yeah, not at this time in the morning.
Experienced hostess. Offers her services for your special occasion. Followed by my telephone number.
So she's a really great actor, by the way. I don't know who plays this character, but they're very good. This is like, I think the Wikipedia said this was like kind of an iconic character in British pop culture, and I can definitely see why.
Say, you're a fine-looking frigate to come alongside. Yes, a well-built, solid-looking craft. Maybe a bit of recorking here and there.
Please, Commodore. Daddy's gone naturist.
What?
Well, I think that's wonderful at his age. Yes, all that wholesome, healthy food. Plenty of roughage. Onslow's trying to get Daddy down from where? Well, why would Daddy be up there? Oh, he's not that kind of naturist. But what kind of naturist is he? A stock naturist?
Okay, so there's also some like normal comedy mixed in as well as her just being this crazy character. But anyway, I think that's a good that's a good place to stop. I get it. I understand. I went into this and I was like, keeping up appearances. Never heard of it ever. Sure enough, it's this popular British TV show, and I understand why now. It is genuinely funny. It's also quite unique as a character and as a premise for a show. A woman obsessed with keeping up high-class appearances is obviously been super successful, and I see why. Amazing acting. Like, whoever they got to play this part absolutely nailed it. And I have to say, I'm somewhat of a fan after watching this. That was genuinely, pretty funny, actually. I think Americans would have enjoyed this as well, too, had it become popular here. So, yeah, I enjoyed this. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on keeping up appearances, your thoughts on the show. That'd be real fun to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Britain and British culture and learning things about Britain for the first time, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.